Sorry, J-Nerd.
YouTube, it's your bro 360 Brian here with you for another video, okay? Now, as you always see below in that title there, this video we are going to be talking about those connections, okay? Talking about the connections. It seems like this is straight, the back is straight, the side is straight, but these areas right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. How you get connections there, okay? Especially if you're putting in the work, but you're like, man, it just seems like I'm not getting where I need to be when it comes to these connections. But I'm gonna be the one to help you guys out with that, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unrack for you guys and show you guys the main things I use to get those connections right in here and right back here, okay? So I'm gonna unrack for you guys just so you can see where I'm at right now with my progress. Alright guys, this is where I'm at with my progress when it comes to my 360s, alright? So, first thing that I'm going to talk about that's going to help you get those connections that you really want is when you're doing a washing style, okay? Now, a lot of people may say, oh, you don't particularly need to use a detangling shower brush or whatever the case may be. But in my personal opinion, I think you should, because that's what's really helped me. And it really depends on the shower brush that you're using, okay? So I used to use the shower brush where it seems like you can hook your finger in and it's like a small circle. It has all the sharp bristles on there. That's all well and good. However, I prefer to use this type of shower brush right here. This detangling shower brush is amazing. It works wonders, okay? Now, I know on the box, I think it was called like a rake, I believe, because it's literally designed similar to like how a rake is. But when you're doing a washing style and you got your hair all laid down and everything, that's when you start doing your strokes, when you come down, you pull. I vertical all the way around my head whenever I'm doing a washing style now with this detangling shower brush, because this thing, it splits open as you're brushing your hair. Now, sometimes some people may go horizontal, but vertical, that's where it's the money maker for your waves, all right, whenever you're doing a washing style. When you're doing that washing style, when you're vertical brushing with this detangling shower brush, this thing is able to hold lather like nothing. It's amazing how this thing holds lather. You don't even need to add water to this thing. It just literally just holds the lather as you just keep on going, okay? So here's the thing, if your hair is like lower than a 1.5, whenever you're doing a washing style, this thing is probably gonna hurt. So it's probably best you don't go too crazy with this, but when it comes to connections, this thing really helps with the 360 waves to really get everything locked in and pulled down and detangled the way it should. And if you've already watched my previous video that I put up about combing, again, combing is taking the dub on this one when it comes to getting those connections, all right? When you comb, you're definitely lifting up the hair deep down near your scalp. So when you lift it up, that's when you're able to actually moisturize and lay down all of your hair to where it can be fully connected, all right? That's why it's best you get a comb. I don't care where you get the comb from, as long as you know this comb is gonna work for you and your head and your hair texture, and it's really gonna help you with the wave pattern that you really want when it comes to these 360 waves, okay? Combing here, this side right here was like my weak side for connections. This side is my strong side for connections right here. But then this side is weak, this side is strong. I don't know, that's just how my head is for some odd reason. Now, another thing that I use to really establish my connections, plastic bag. This thing works wonders because of the material this plastic is made out of. With any bag, it doesn't matter, any Ziploc bag will help. I may need to get a new one because I got old product on this one. But yes, plastic bags help a lot when it comes to laying your hair down, especially after you get a good comb session in. As soon as you lay all that hair back down, eventually as you're wolfing your waves out, you're going to start to see connections over a period of time. Now you still got to put in the brush strokes and the work and everything in your washing styles, but after you put product in, after you do a good comb session, hit it with a good plastic bag for about a good 5 minutes. That's when you'll really start to see how laid your waves will actually be. And then when you rag up and then you unrag, you're going to be like, wow, it's actually getting there. And that's when you put in more brush strokes just so you can get those connections you want. All right. Now you're probably wondering, is that it? No, it's still one more thing you need. It's a brush. Brushing will help you so much with the connections, okay? Particularly, I like to use either a soft brush or a soft medium brush to help establish my connections, whether my hair is low or I'm wolfing, okay? Now, if you're getting to about like 7-8 weeks, then yeah, a medium brush would definitely help with your connections and to make sure it can break forks. But whenever your hair is about 3 or 4 weeks at wolfing, soft brush or a soft medium helps me, particularly with my coarse hair. So, not saying it's the best method, but go and give it a shot. Hopefully it works, and more likely it probably will, because I've seen a lot of other wavers do it that don't have coarse hair and have coarse hair, so try it out. Plus, it's not really the brush itself sometimes. Sometimes it's just the angles on how you're brushing at it. Because some people, like when I was first starting out getting my waves, I would always brush like this on the connection part. No, do not do that. In order to get the flow you really want, you have to be able to do vertical, come down, just like that. That's the best way to do it for me, where I was able to get the connections that I have right now, okay? And brushing vertical really helps when it comes to the flow of your 360s that you really, really want. I don't care what pattern you want, especially if it's a 360 or 180 or 720. 720, you kind of have to brush that way anyway, so that kind of helps you. But when you're doing 360 or 180s, my guy, I'm trying to tell you, all my girls, I'm trying to tell you, when you vertical brush, it helps so well with establishing connections, okay? It works so good. So it's not really the brush that you're using, it's really about how you're brushing it. It's that angle to really establish a connection. All right, you guys, that's all I have for this particular video here when it comes to connections, okay? Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button right in this corner right here, and you also leave a like right there in that corner. And then there's one more step you have to do after you do that. You have to leave a comment right at the bottom there. Right at the bottom, just leave a comment saying that you subscribe, or any reviews of what you might have, a personal suggestion you may think that would help me out. It'll work. So, and I will comment right back to you, okay? I could be with my wife, I could be at work, I could be studying. I'm going to reply to you guys, okay? So help your bro out, keep on growing this channel. We're on our way to 1K, okay? Right now we're at 47 subscribers. Please help your bro out and get to 1K, okay? Share the videos, even if they don't want to see it, share it anyway. Make them watch it and hit that subscribe. It doesn't matter. So it's your bro 360 Braun, and I'm out here. So holla back, all right?